guys, welcome back to the Curly Reader. My name's Amanda, and today I want to share with you a lot of books and some bookish things that I have hauled recently. Okay, so this is going to be my first book haul of 2023, but I'm also going to share with you some bookish things that I got for Christmas this year, which I'm excited about, and so yeah, let's just get into it. First, I'm going to share the bookish things that I got, the first of which is a set of bookends that my mom made for me. So they're just these wooden blocks, and the first one says Once Upon a Time, and the last one says The End. And so they're just bookends, and I love them so much. I cannot wait to add them to my bookshelves, and I think they're gonna go great. But she made those for me, and I'm so grateful. Another thing that she made for me is actually a shirt, and it's a t-shirt that says, let me get it out here. It says, "The books are calling and I must go." And I love the mountains, and so that is a popular saying with the mountains, is the mountains are calling and I must go. There's a car that just drove by, and so I'm excited to have "The Books Are Calling and I Must Go" shirt. And then one of my really good friends got me a sweatshirt that I love so much, and it's this book, and it says "I have lived 1,000 lives," and I love it. It's so cozy, and I love the color, and I love it so much. And so those are a couple non-books but bookish things that I got for Christmas that I wanted to share with you because I love them so much. All right, let's get into the haul now. So let's start with gifts. First, my husband got me some books. So he got me 3 books. The first of which is Fox by Nadine Brandeis. This has to do with Guy Fawkes in England, and Thomas Fox is turning to stone, and the only cure to the stone plague is to join his father's plot to assassinate the King of England. I've heard amazing things about this book, and I've been wanting it for so long, so I'm so grateful to have it now. So that is the first book that he gave me. The next book that he gifted me is The Silent Unseen by Amanda Macrina. This is a World War II, Poland, 1944, 16-year-old Maria is making her way home after years of forced labor in Nazi Germany, only to find her village destroyed and her parents killed in a war between the Polish resistance and Ukrainian nationalists. To Maria's shock, the local resistance unit is commanded by her older brother, Tomek, who she thought was dead. He is now a silent unseen, a special operations agent with an audacious plan to resist a new and even more dangerous enemy sweeping in from the east. When Tomek disappears, Maria is determined to find him, but the only person who might be able to help is a young Ukrainian prisoner and the last person Maria trusts, even as she feels a growing connection to him that she can't escape. I'm excited. I'm excited to have that. And then the last one he got me is Miss Graham's Cold War Cookbook. This is by Celia Reese. And all I saw was Cold War and cookbook, and I put it on my want to read list. Germany in 1946. Edith Graham has always flown under the radar, 20-something and ordinary looking. She spent her war years quietly teaching at a girls' school. It turns out that she's perfect spy material, so it has to do with this woman becoming a spy during the Cold War, which also sounds amazing. So those are the books that my husband gave me. And then I got some gifts from subscribers, which I'm so grateful for. The first of which is the Screwtape letters. This was sent to me by my subscriber Nancy. She sent me this and then a bunch of bookmarks to go with them, which she hand paints, which is so kind. But she sent me a note that said she saw this, she saw that I had read Mere Christianity and thought of me and sent this to me, and I'm so grateful because I really want to read more C.S. Lewis. And then Belle from Belle's Middle Grade, yeah, I think that's her channel name, sent me these 2 books. She sent me The Green Ember by S.D. Smith. I've heard amazing things about this, and it's so cute with the little bunny. Heather and Pickett are extraordinary rabbits with ordinary lives until calamitous events overtake them, spilling them into a cauldron of misadventures. They discover their own story is bound up in the tumult, threatening to overwhelm the wider world. But I've heard a lot of people say that this is really good. It's a series. And then she got me the last book that I needed for my Keeper of the Lost Cities. collection besides the brand new release. I don't have number 9 yet, but the last one that I needed was book number 6, and so she gifted me this, and I'm so excited to have this so that I can keep going with this series. So grateful for that. And then another one of my subscribers, Monica, gifted me The Hiding Place. This is a engaging visual journey, and so there's pictures and all sorts of things with this book, and I love this edition. And so I have not read The Hiding Place before, but I'm so excited to give this a try. And this is it's by Corrie ten Boom, and it is about her experience hiding Jews during World War II in Europe. And so I'm very grateful for that. And then I also got a very, very sweet gift with a card. This is from Melinda, and it's this bookmark that says, "Somewhere inside all of us is the power to change the world." And it has this, oh my goodness, it's Matilda. It's so cute. I cannot even. It is just so stinking adorable. I love it so much. And she made this card. Oh my goodness, I can't. I do not have that level of creativity, but she was so sweet to send that to me. And so I'm very, very, very grateful for that as well. Okay, and then some books that I bought myself because, I had to buy myself some books. The first of which is a book outlet haul. I always have my book outlet link in the description box down below. If it's your first order, you get a discount, and so you can click that link to get, I think it's $5 off or something along those lines. I honestly don't remember. But Book Outlet is a website that gives you discounts on books, and I believe they're always running different sales, so just keep your eye on it. If they're not currently running a sale, they will be soon because they are always running sales. But I picked up a handful of books when they were running one of their sales, the first of which is Long Lost by Jacqueline West. This is a book by a local author to me, and I bought it because I love this cover so much. I've actually already read this. This is a spooky middle grade that I really, really enjoyed. That's a little ghosty and has to do with a book, and it's, once again, that cover though, I love it. I love it. One that I've had on my want to read list for a really, really long time that I finally picked up is We Are Not Free by Tracy Chee. This has to do with the internment camps, Japanese internment camps during World War II here in the US, I believe, and some 14 teens who have grown up together in Japantown, San Francisco, and then end up in an internment camp. So I'm excited to have that one. I picked up The Thing I'm Most Afraid Of by Kristen Levine. I read The Lions of Little Rock by her. I started this book in middle grade March of this past year and never finished it, but it has to do with the Bosnian War, and I really wanted to keep reading it, so I bought it. That's a middle grade book. I bought another book by Kristen Levine. This is called The Jigsaw Jungle, and this one I'm really not sure what it's about, but it's by the same author as the other two that I really liked. It says, when her father doesn't come home from work on the last day of the school year, 12-year-old Claudia Dalton and her mother fear the worst. But when they finally get word, it turns out Claudia's dad isn't missing at all. He's just gone to visit an old friend and think things over, whatever that means. Feeling confused and helpless, Claudia spends summer break with her grandfather. There, she begins watching old home videos of her dad as a kid, hoping they might hold a clue to why her dad walked out on them and even be the key to bringing him back. So we'll see. It was by the same author and probably cheap because it was from Book Outlet, and so I grabbed it. All right, I picked up The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth. I've read a couple of Sally Hepworth recently and really, really enjoyed them. I didn't own this one yet, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I have no idea, no clue what it's about. It says the husband, the daughters, the former wife, the younger wife. No idea, but I've really enjoyed Sally Hepworth. The Sally Hepworth that I have read. I got there eventually. I picked up The Night Bus Hero. This is by Anjali Q. Ralph, and I read their previous book, The Boy at the Back of the Class, and enjoyed it, and so I picked this one up. I believe this one has to do with homelessness and like a kid that runs into a homeless person on a bus, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what that one's about. And then the last one I picked up is What Could Be Saved by Elise Schwartz. And so this is a book that was recommended to me by a subscriber. They said that they thought that I would really like this, and I have no clue what it's about at all. Bangkok, 1972, and Washington, D.C., 2019. That's all I know. But I'm trusting my subscribers' judgment because they said that I would like it. So I grabbed it. All right. I picked up a Christmas book because it just sounded really good. It's called The Christmas Swap. This is by Sandy Barker. And this is about friends, Chloe, Jules, and Lucy, who are swapping homes. One of them's in Oxford, England. One of them's in Colorado. And one of them is on a beach in Melbourne, in Australia. And so they all swap houses for Christmas. It sounded really good. So I will have that for next Christmas because I didn't get to it this Christmas. And then I also picked up Everything Sad is Untrue by Daniel Nayeri. This is one that my friend Katie from Life Between Words has been talking about. This is a heavy book. Oh my goodness. It is very, very heavy. I'm not really sure what it's about. It is a middle school classroom in Oklahoma. A boy named Kasru, who everyone calls Daniel, stands trying to tell a story, but no one believes a word he says. But it's, I have no idea. She is raved about it though, and so I grabbed it. Another one that I grabbed just because I've heard a lot of praise about it is In the Wild Light by Jeff Zentner. Once again, no idea what this is about. What do you do when the place you love is the place you need to leave? I've just heard amazing things about it. It has really, really high ratings, and so I grabbed it. I also grabbed a copy of If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy for my shelves because I read this last year, the year before, 2 years ago, and I loved it so much. And so I just wanted a copy for my shelf because I really, really, really enjoyed this book. This is a plus-size romance that is a Cinderella retelling, and it is so good and so well done and so sweet, and I just loved it. All right, and then the last two books I got, I went out for an evening out with some girlfriends. We went and saw Les Mis, the Broadway show, which was so much fun. Oh my goodness. But we went out to dinner beforehand, and right next door to the restaurant that we went to was a little indie bookstore. So we went in and all of us bought something, which was amazing. But the two books that I ended up getting, the first one is The Holiday Swap. This was in their bargain bin. And this is about two people who swap places, I believe, or like swap bodies. I'm not sure, during the holidays. It's gotten good reviews, and so I went ahead and picked it up. And then the other one I got is Windswept. This is by Margie Pruce, who has won a Newbery Honor. But this is about like all of, it says, in Tag's world, children are disappearing. Youngers who venture outside are windswept, vanishing into the swirling snow. Tag's sister among them. Many have tried to find the lost children, all have failed. And since the other times, the powers that be seem intent on keeping it that way. But it's her new book. It's signed. It sounded really cool. The cover looked really cool. And so I went ahead and picked that up too. So those are all the books that I've brought into my home recently and other fun little bookish things that I got for Christmas. If you've read any of these books, I would love to hear your comments about them down below in the comment section. And that's going to do it for today. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you stick around and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.